thanks so much for tuning in. Here's our quick trip for an air show at Office Air Force Base, Omaha, Nebraska, with my mom, my fiance, his son, my son, and daughter-in-law. We got a rental car to go from Des Moines, Iowa to Nebraska in a Ford Bronco. Check us out. All right, I have made it to Des Moines, Iowa. It's my first time in Des Moines, Iowa. Why am I here? It is just a pit stop. I feel like I'm on an amazing race. It's just a pit stop headed to Omaha, Nebraska. All right, going to see my son and the air show at Offutt Air Force Base. So we here in Des Moines, Iowa on Friday night. It is 12:04. Well, Saturday morning, it's 12:04. We stopped at the gas station. And when I tell y'all, like, it's lit out here. All the little cheerers is out here. Like, the young folk. The young children, teenagers, they're all out here. So yeah, it's crazy. We out here too, if you know what I mean. So everybody outside out here, I'm not gonna show them, but we just thought, oh, this is the Friday night hangout. What's going on? I haven't seen this many teenagers in quite some time just hanging out. So I guess it's nice that they can do it and not get in any trouble. I ain't stressing today. All right, made it in from the 2-hour drive from Des Moines to Nebraska. And now to the next day. This is me and my son, my daughter-in-law, and all four of us that were able to actually walk out to the Air Force Base and go to the air show. If you've never been, this is why I'm covering it, because you get to see all the different planes throughout the military. It doesn't necessarily have to just be Air Force. It could be Navy. It could be Marine, it could be, Army, and etc. But they just show you the capabilities that these airmen can do, flying these planes, tricks that they can do. It was just amazing. So I hope you enjoy my coverage. These are just snippets. Of course, I wasn't able to record the whole show. And now this is the whole show really getting started. I'm trying to put my stuff up so we can hear the national anthem. Just in case you can't tell, they had people parachute out of the planes, attach and release a flag, and they just did this kind of spiral down to the ground with the flags while the national anthem's being played. It was amazing. Yes. Nice. Nosotros teníamos la de bandera de la Fuerza Aérea colgada afuera en la casa. Now stay with me, you guys. You might not be able to see exactly where the plane is, but this pilot did a lot of tricks, just like flipping the plane 360 and coming down at the same time, and then flying upside down as he's coming down over the crowd. Check it out. Stay with me. Please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and leave a positive comment. Have you been to an air show before? What's your favorite parts of it? Woohoo! Man, that was fantastic. It's scary, but it's fantastic. Oh my gosh. So if you have a Air Force base near you, check out and see if they ever have an air show. It's really good to take your family, your children, or just go and see what our military has in store. I went as a young child, and this is my first time going since then. Like, it was just amazing. I remember being there, seeing planes and stuff as a child, but not really getting to take it all in. So if you definitely have this near you, even if it's a drive, make it a little weekend trip and go. This was 2-day event. It was very hot, so we didn't go the second day, and my son had to serve that second day. Now this is a clip on our way back to Des Moines, and you guys, Iowa, they have all those solar windmills. I don't. That's not what they're called, but I can't remember right now. And there was just so many. All right, just wanted to give some tidbits on this 4-day weekend travel that we did to the air show. So a couple of things. Number one, I used AI to help me plan this trip because I didn't think we were going to go on this trip because you guys, the airfare was ridiculously high. Like, I don't know what everybody else pays when they be flying around and stuff like that. But now that you got to pay for your seat, you got to pay for the luggage you bring, you got to pay for everything. It can add up. Even if you get a low fare, base fare, all the add-ons is still, it was like going to be $500 one way each person. And I was no, absolutely not. Anyway, so when I was about to give up, I asked AI, like, hey, I'm trying to travel here. Right now, all the tickets, airfare is high. Like, what can we do? And it said, hey, here's a travel hack. You could fly from where you are to Des Moines, Iowa, drive 2 hours since you don't mind driving short distances, rent a car and then go ahead and get there. So we end up doing that, you guys. We flew Allegiant Airline. I found a really low fare, and the hack was we only packed in our backpacks. Okay, like I didn't even do carry on. I'm an overpacker, so I'm always trying to do a check-in, period. That way I know I have everything. But I was able to pack where I could have interchangeable outfits. Nothing was fancy, but we were casually cute, casually appropriate. And we knew we were going to be outside most of the time, and then just go out to eat. So anyway, we were able to pack about 4, 5, well, really about 6 outfits when you interchange the tops with the bottoms and so on and so forth. Anyway, it worked out perfectly fine. Rental car gave us time to be able to explore Omaha, Nebraska, and Iowa, the in-betweens, ourselves, stop, get stuff that we might need while we were there and so forth. But yeah, if you have an Air Force base in your area, I highly suggest, even if it's an hour or two away, take your kids, take your family, take yourself, and just see what our military has going on, see all the capabilities that these pilots and everyone behind the scenes is able to do. I mean, they had plenty of vendors. You could go in the planes, some of them, the real big ones, and see what it's like inside. They had cool out stations. They had the EMS, first aid stand was there. It was just awesome. And the military, or the Air Force, they, had to volunteer and serve at the different stations outside of the vendors that were there. Anyway, I really enjoyed myself in Omaha, Nebraska at Offutt Air Force Base. Now, they had to pause the show because a thunderstorm came in and it came in, so they actually canceled it. We did kind of get trapped in our parking lot because it was just everybody trying to get out all at once because of that cancellation. But outside of that, everything was really a great experience. All right, I just wanted to add one more piece of information. If you do go to an air show, make sure that you pack and are prepared appropriately. So, you do get screened through security and when you enter. So of course they do allow you, if you bring a clear bag, they're going to check it, but you are allowed to bring in bottles of water, different snacks. We packed plenty of fans. You can wear a hat, you can bring a towel. You can bring an umbrella to cover yourself, or have one of those folded chair combos that have the umbrella over your head. I've seen a lot of people with the wagons that will collapse and fold in, and they would tug their children around in that, their snacks around in that. I've seen grown people sitting in them. That was a trip, because seeing them having to get out of it, the struggle. Anyway, you're only out there on this, Air Force runway type concrete. So you want to have a stool, you want to have something, a blanket at the very least, so that at least you're not on that hot pavement with your bare skin or thin clothes. Bring some money, because now a lot of the places did have, Apple Pay, Google Pay, all of that tap options. They had cooling stations. They had like Dippin' Dots and frozen lemonade, beer, all that stuff. Anything you want, they had it there pretty much. Coffee or iced coffee. But just want to make sure everybody is prepared if you do get the chance to go to something like an air show at a nearby Air Force base. They also porta potties. That's your only option if you need to go to the bathroom. So be ready to stand in line. You might want to go before you think you need to go, so that you can make it in time. They had sanitizing stations, but you might want to bring your own sanitizer, things like that. So just giving my little 2 cents, the little tips and tricks that I use. Everybody, we sat under the plane wing, because it has shadow there, and just know that shadow's going to move, so you're going to be scooting up and over and in and so forth. But at least you have that shade. Woo! And everybody's like, we all one team, we all moving over and up. And so it was just really good for people to come together, have a nice peaceful time, just pure fun. All right, take care. Thanks for watching. All right, I would be remiss to say we thank you guys for your service. Everybody at Offutt Air Force Base specifically, because that's where we were, but as well as all of the military. Like, we really thank you for your service. And people say that all the time, right? But my family, we have a history of that. I was born on an Air Force base myself. Actually. But yeah, these people, they sacrifice their service to our country in many capacities. Of course, we always think of, being sent out at times of war or protecting certain areas of land with our allies and stuff. But we really thank you guys for your service, and just having that time to be able to show off what it is you do, what you have capabilities, and just give the world and our country a snippet of what you guys are doing. We definitely thank you for your service. We thank you for everybody who volunteered out there in that hot heat in Omaha this weekend. So I just want to make sure that I said that. And thanks for taking care of my son, who is serving there currently. And anybody that's incoming, keep doing a great job. We really thank you. We appreciate you. All right. Make sure that you like. That's the very least thing you could do for me and this channel, is to like this video. Definitely subscribe. I definitely like to put, our traveling adventures. And then put your notification bell on if you do like what you see. And definitely give me a comment. Let me know what more you would like to see, maybe where else we should go. And yeah, let's keep it positive, constructive. I thank you guys that do view. I thank you guys that definitely view and like and watch to the end. And thank you for anybody that's subscribing. I really appreciate you. And thanks for advance in the future, people that will help my channel grow. Thank you so much.